It's Huawei 888, other known as Monet 808. Ooh, girl, I'm having a hot flash. Yeah, did I tell you I was 52? So, now remember, this is a lesson in how to navigate a world of hate. Particularly in your own neighborhood, honey. At your job. At the supermarket. Walk into your mailbox. They always there, ain't they? Your opposition. Don't they smile this bright like this? They be like this. They be like, hi. Hi. How do Chinese do this? Oh, I got it. Wrong side. Hi. Why you no have boyfriend? You do have boyfriend? $1.99. Yeah. See, we could take a page out of their book. Because that's what they do with us. You notice that? They'll bow all the way to the floor. And then when they get back up and go to the register, they'll call you a water buffalo in their language. I always thank you. Am I lying? Oh, am I lying? I know what that means. Yeah, Mingley. Every Mingley I know in my hood got a black boyfriend. Shh, shh. They can't tell they papa side. I got a story on them. But I'm wondering, how this go? Like, they be doing it real thorough in the movies, like, hold on. Wait a minute. In the Kung Fu movies, he be like, so, you thought you could cheat me, eh? Mark him! I gotta go like this with my hand. Like they do with their beard, they be stroking it. So, Bound Ting Ting tells me that you're my opposition. Right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Ooh, baby. You ain't gonna believe this shit. Ooh. Ooh. Remember when I told you how your opposition's the one that come against you the most? You'll always see them when they're going up. Or when they feel like they up. Anyway, you know what I mean? They feel like they in the stratosphere, yeah. Especially after they done got rid of you. After they done got rid of you, their lives should have been propelled to stardom, baby. You should have seen them on the silver screen. Not in the unemployment line. I mean, how could that be? I mean, my. The chickens really do come home to roost. Yo. Five deadly venoms. Yo, you better get some snapbacks. and get some confidence about yourself. You know why? Because I told you, when you run into whoever these Wamba beasts are that was always had your name in their trout mouths, in their trout mouths, yeah, baby, you better believe it. You better believe. Listen, I ran into my eye, baby. And here go the crazy part. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. I told y'all long time ago when I first started doing videos that just because a chick is your size and wears your same shoe size and clothing size does not make her your friend. Now, I understand that just like a lot of us, and me included, we have associated with people that we've known since high school, especially if we still live in the same neighborhood, right? Right? We still run into these people every now and again. We'll see them and they'll be on some, ooh, come to a birthday party, or ooh, we ain't seen you in a long time since whenever, wherever, however, whatever they saying. Let me ask you a question. Think with me. Come on, we're going to put our thinking caps on. Listen to the music. I didn't want to have it too loud. I think I had it too loud in the last video. For me, listening to music and doing these videos is very important to me because it helps me organize my thoughts. Instead of writing my thoughts down, with something about the music, because I'm musically inclined, that it just helps me to focus, if you will. I listen to a lot of lofty music playlists. I just discovered an Afro lo-fi. Is it called lo-fi or lo-fi? Lo-fi. I listen to a lot of African lo-fi. So let me tell you what. Happened. This chick, I've known her for years. I'm talking about, I've known this girl since the 8th grade. And as it stands, in any district, all the kids go to school together from kindergarten to 12th grade. If you lived in the area all your life, that's just how it is. So I grew up with her, essentially. Went to high school with her. Lord have mercy. Now, I keep telling y'all about these characters that we take on just automatically from our ancestors in these Gone with the Wind parodies of how different types of black people act in society. I told y'all. There's Hattie. First of all, there's Big Mama. And as we see, she always screaming and hollering and everything because we know what happened to Big Mama. See, they taking this Big Mama as angry because she's dark and she's heavier. She's just had to deal with a lot of trauma. Big Mama has had to see her whole bloodline sold off. And just so she could take care of the master's kids and the missus. There's Hattie. She's the Mrs. Handmaiden. Okay? She's the one that you see her in the movie. For no reason. All of a sudden, she just busts out. She's scary. We know why she was scary, though. In the movie, they projected her as a goofball who was mentally insane. But one of the reasons why is because the master was always jumping on her in the middle of the night. See here, I hit you with the ooh. Yeah, that's critical racism. That's critical race theory. Tomato. Racism. Because you'll say it's racism because I'm talking about it. Oh well. You only came here to look at my titties anyway. So, listen, I'm a comedian with a message. A critical race theory message. And I'm trying to tell you where these characters come from. Even white people portray these roles in these going with the wind narratives. They can't even help it. They don't even know how. I was in a white girl forum, and she was sitting up there explaining how she don't even know why she passed out when she get bad news. It was so funny. And it was a little comedy parody on white women passing out when they hear bad news. And all the white women in the comment section was like, damn, we do that. Why do we do that? And I put in there, because you feel like you're a Scarlet and going with the wind. And everybody laughed. See, they thought I was funny. I just be funny. I'll be telling the truth, baby, with these jokes. Like I said, you don't give a fuck when Dave Chappelle said. When Dave Chappelle said, you fall the hell out on the floor, I swear for God, you will get airlifted out of that amphitheater, wherever it is. Some nurse in a back row will come running forward with her damn EMS mask, whatever the fuck they call it, oxygen mask. They'll bring you back to life 5 times on that damn floor, right in the front row, just so you can laugh some more. At the same type of jokes that Dave Chappelle tell you when he be sideswiping you and you don't even know it. See, I come a little bit harder than Dave Chappelle because he's well known, so he been coming hard ever since his little show. But he do it a little bit more funnier than me, and I ain't really trying to make you laugh like that. I mean, if you want to laugh, be my fucking guest. Because I'm tired of crying. I know you are. Sometimes you can get over this shit with jokes. So yeah, I saw my eye. This is a girl that got a legendary beatdown in high school. So legendary that the girl who beat her up was the first girl to get locked up. And that was unheard of in the 80s. You get your ass beat, you get your ass beat. Come back for a rematch. You did. The girl couldn't come back. Yo, it was so crazy how she was explaining. I'll never forget as long as I live. 9th grade, we in the library. She explaining how she going to drop kick the bitch. She doing all these Pictionary moves and shit. We got to guess what she... Yeah, what this mean? I'm a karate chop the bitch. Damn, what this mean? I'm going to be hiding behind the trash can and jump out on it. We like, damn, this going to be an epic ass whooping. And I'm sitting there like, I'm just pumping her head. Like, this bitch going to get fucked up because I know the bitch who she coming against. See, the bitch she was coming against, I know her longer than I knew the girl that always get beat up, my aunt. See, I met my aunt in the 8th grade, but I known Zany since the 6th grade. And her name wasn't named Zany for no fucking reason. She was 6'1" in the 6th grade. She was a basketball star in middle school. What else could she do? Yeah, dude. And she just used to run around beating girls up. I think maybe it was some kind of feeling in her. Maybe she liked girls. I bet you now she probably do like girls. Because I can't even understand, nobody can understand why she was going around beating up pretty girls. And because I was always fighting because of my glasses, not these, baby. You know these is designer. With no type of high end. This ain't got no prescription in it at all. It's anti-glare. Yeah. Child Zany. Nobody even knew her name. She was one of those kids where even the teachers called her Zany. I never even knew her name. Nobody knew it. I think one time they called her name at roll call and nobody even knew who the fuck she was. And she didn't even know who she was because she ain't answer. Until they said Zany, she like, oh yeah. We was cool though. She knew I was a fighter. She was a fighter. I was a solo fighter. I ain't into jumping people. See, some of y'all into jumping people and you feel like because you jumped somebody, that means you won. No, let's talk about solo dolo. Can you go solo dolo? Or do you need a whole crew? That's what I learned in high school, how chicks with all the mouth need a whole crew. And she throw one weak punch. Ooh. And that's what happened to the girl that got beat up. I told her, I said, you don't want it with Zany. Well, you my girlfriend. Why you can't talk to her for me? I said, dig this. Dig this. How many fights have you seen me in? A couple. How many fights have I asked you to help me fight? Crickets. Because you can't fight. You can't hold your hands. You just a pretty bitch in the group. Your old red bone. Well, she was like my complexion, but she had a yellow tone, so she looked real light skinned. Like a brown light. Can't describe the color to you. Think, she was borderline light skinned. But she had a brown undertone with a little mix of yellow. With freckles and light brown eyes and red hair like me. Like me, I was born with red hair. Ask the mama that I don't like. But anyway. Child. I saw her. Let's get back to the fight. The fight was epic. But of course, none of the things that the girl that always gets beat up happened. She threw one weak punch, zany uppercut her, drop kicked the bitch on the floor, slammed her on her feet, slammed the child on the hard concrete. She broke her nose, busted her eye socket, knocked her two front teeth out. When I tell you she went crazy like a man, I couldn't understand. And then it come to find out it was because she was angry that a guy that liked the girl that always gets beat up didn't like her. I told you what she looked like. 6'1". She was like a Lisa Leslie. She wasn't ugly. She would give you a Lisa Leslie vibe, but that tall in the 8th grade? Come on. Dudes don't start growing until they hit the fucking 11th grade and shit. So she had this little insecurity about herself because she was tall and she was big and long arm, long reach. And her daddy was a boxer. Everybody knew in the neighborhood, like everybody knew her family was wild. They called it the zany family. I swear for God, it was a whole house of zany ass, crazy, wild ass motherfuckers. And me and her was always cool. We never had a problem. And I tried to go to her and I said, can you please leave the girl that always gets beat up alone? And she was like, fuck that bitch. And I said, all right, because I ain't want it with her. Say, you never want to go toe to toe with the bitch that beats everybody up. Because, see, with me, I'm never going to stop. And see, we both would end up in juvie like she ended up. They end up sending her ass to boom. Got locked up for that fight. She put that girl in a coma. I said she put that girl in a coma. She woke up like a week later. She was out of school for 2 months. When I went to go visit her, she looked like the Elephant Man. Her whole face was swole. It was, the beatdown was savage. You said, why I ain't help her? I told her. When you warn somebody so many times and they don't listen to you, that's how the people are in your life that blame you for their lost, laid to the wayside pipe dreams that they never had any intentions on fulfilling. I told her I did not want to fight that girl. I know this bitch. She is dangerous. Father God. I told her. Everybody told her. And because she had punch drunk strength and was running her mouth, I think we had smoked some herb. Like we used to go close to the tunnel, never underneath, and smoke a tree and then come back, and then she was getting all amped up. So we like, well, damn, this is going to be the first fight we ever see her in. Maybe she can throw her hands. You know, all it takes is one fight to get a little representation. Maybe she could throw objects. Maybe she good with that shit. Let's see what she could do. But I wonder. And she threw one, literally her wrist was like that. And here what happened, Zany do like me. That's why me and her was kind of cool. When Zany say she gonna fight you, you always know that it's not at 3 o'clock. I ain't waiting till 3 o'clock. Fuck this teacher, fuck this class, fuck this book. We don't need no education. You damn right. Fuck that. I'm in the inner city school. All we do is come to school to fight and talk shit and see what the latest fashions is and talk about Run DMC and shit. And Salt and Pepper. Who the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck this. What? And then for some of us that are in the inner city schools where they push you through and tell you real smart when you not. That was me. Because I went from the inner city school to Jersey and they told me I was a big dummy and put me in the 0100 classes. I lied to you not. I went from a magnet program in the inner city school where they told me that I was smart as fuck and went to Jersey and realized that the SATs of Philadelphia don't mean shit. Huh? Did I go off on a rant? That shit pissed me off. It triggered my... Listen, I trigger my own self some damn times. That's why I'm on here. I'm here for you. Because I know you be getting triggered by this goofy shit you be thinking about in your head. Child, stop thinking about that high school friend who always used to clown you behind your back. This was the girl that always get beat up. The reason why I didn't come out for her and show up for her and pull Zany off for her is because I remember one time we had went to the Poconos on a high school trip. In this after school program called Teen Summit. They used to have something like that in G-Town for an after school program for teenagers over there at the Maplewood Mall. Yeah, that's how long I done rocked these fucking streets. You don't know me for real. Yeah, get to know my other mask. Okay? Get to know my other mask. Okay? I rock these fucking streets. And I know these fucking streets. And I know niggas in these streets. And I know niggas like them. I don't trust nobody. And you shouldn't either. Except for your parents if they deserve it. Listen. I'm getting off the subject. You know I can't. I don't want to focus though. I don't care. That's why it's called organic. You reading off a cue card. What was the point of that? I might as well be sitting in the CCP class at night then. I want somebody to talk about the dome. And that's what I'm about to do. The 1-2 knockout punch. She threw a weak punch because Zany met her at the fucking door of the library while she was in mid-Pictionary mode of how she was going to knock her out. And Zany was behind her back. I wish I could make these stories up. It ain't my fault your life boring. Listen, that's why my book is going to be popular. Yeah, listen, the story is sold, not told. Listen, I'm giving y'all excerpts of all the motherfucking exploits I done been through from the age of 8 and shit. And before that. And before that. Oh, I got a deep ass story about these characters and the roles they played in my life when they thought I was stupid. And I'll just be looking at them just like the... You like that one dimple, don't you? You see that? You get caught up in that, don't you? I'm ugly, but goddamn, I got dimples. Like, shit, I look like Whoopi Goldberg. I look like a millionaire. Thank you. I look like Oprah sometimes. Thank you. I look like Queen Latifah sometimes. When I turn my head, something that look like this, I look like Queen Latifah. Ah! Anyway. Dig it. Zany was behind her back. Ooh. Ooh. It was like she materialized out of nowhere, like that movie. What's that movie? My Precious. I don't know. What's that movie where the bull come out the water and shit? The Thin Man. Is that the movie? That shit scary as fuck. Zany came because it was steps that led up to the library. It's a landing, some steps, a landing, then a library. She at the landing of the top steps next to the damn trash can. Which I told her, and this is what I told her. I said, if you are going to fight Zany, you're going to pick up that trash can lid and R2-D2 her ass. And she said up there, yeah, okay, I'm going to pick. Remember back then in the 80s, the trash cans was all steel. And the lid came off easy, though, didn't it? Pick that lid up. I seen so many people get banged upside their head with that trash. I think I did that one time. I think that's how I knew it worked. It'll stun your opponent because they never figure you gonna come at them a fucking knife their ass with a goddamn trash can helmet. Nigga, you wanna be a fucking robot? Dance. But see, that's why everybody liked me in my high school, even though they wouldn't admit it. They would never let me get jumped. They would never let me get jumped because they knew I could hold my hands, feet, and objects. They seen me in action multiple times in the hallway, getting it in with teachers. It was a problem. I didn't respect authority, and I can admit that now. I had a good reason not to, though, because for me, like as I mentioned in my last video, to me, adults were fucking liars. And they only say what they want to get what they want. And that's what I was taught at a young age. Say what you want to get what you want. Say what you need to get what you want. Say what is needed at that very moment to get what you want. That's the American way. But you get mad when you see a black woman actually exhibiting that in rare form. Acting like a white man, right? I'm acting like a pseudo white man. How the hell she walking around with all that confidence, acting like she get what she want? You already know the rest. I ain't got to finish the story. You been there before. If you went to any inner city high school in Philly, you already know what happened. She came up on a bitch and drug her down the steps by her red hair. Yeah, she had long hair. Her hair was about this one. In high school, without the locks. Thick. Think Cardi B. You see how thick Cardi B? I don't know if y'all believe this is her hair or not. Everybody's saying it's AI, but I believe it's Beyonce's hair. Think Beyonce's hair at the end of that sacred video when she blow dried it. Remember when, not before when she curled up, but when she was flat ironing it and it was that thick. That's how that girl hair looked in motherfucking high school. Who does she look like in high school? She looked like this rapper. Oh my God, no. You know who she looked like? And this time, y'all generation, she looked like Tiana Taylor. She looked just like Tiana Taylor when Tiana Taylor first came out, before she started tweaking her face and all of that. Before she became like a grown woman. Think Tiana Taylor is a teenager. That's how she looked. She looked just like Tiana Taylor, but lighter. With freckles, light eyes, and red hair. So you know she got a lot of hate. But that day when Zany drug her down the steps by her hair, ripped her hair out too. Stomped her. I mean, it was... in hindsight being 2020. Hindsight being 2020. When you look back on certain incidents in your life, especially fights in high school, and you gotta think, remember that fight you saw where the motherfucker went ape shit crazy? And it wasn't even that deep. You just thought all you had to do was punch the bitch in the face. You know she can't fight. Just punch her in the face. Punch her in the belly. Step on her feet. And she slammed. When I tell you, it was like she did wrestling moves. I told you she was 6'1". Ain't nobody trying to jump in that shit. I told you. I warned you. And you know what happened? She blamed us. Yes, she did. Ain't that how your ops always do? When they run their mouth, right? When they run their mouth about you, or they run their mouth about people. But here what happened though. It wasn't just like, oh, she jumped on her. Okay, she knew Zany didn't like She didn't know why. Zany was setting her up for a fall. I never forget in music class, she kept picking on her. And she told her, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat your ass. Now, when Zany says she going to beat your ass, I told her this. In the 9th grade, I said, I went to school with this bitch. When she says she going to beat your ass, baby, she might do it right now. So she jumped up and leave the classroom. She blamed us for that. Now, I ran in a group of girls. I'm trying to figure out, was I the only fighter in the group? Because when I think about it, all the rest of the girls was pretty girls. Yup. I was like a tomboy kind of sort of. I was into Madonna. Crazy, right? I was into Madonna in a black ghetto hood school. And everybody knew that's Momo and she don't give a fuck. That's why she wear what she want to wear. I'm coming to school one year. I dressed as Marsha from the Brady Bunch. I went to the thrift store and found all these old 60s miniskirt dresses that they used to wear. And you know I was like a 5'6". I rocked the shit out of that with some platform. Remember them platform loafers that when they first came out and they had the ridges on them, they was real high. The kids is bringing them back out now. They look like Doc Martens, but they had the real thick ridge and you be sitting up high like a supermodel. I had millions of pairs of them in patent leather. And I would wear my Marsha Brady gear with thick opaque tights and my platforms and all my hair up like this, just like this, in a bow. Thick glasses, walking in the hall. What? Oh, that's that bitch, Mo. She. Fuck whatever you want to. Yeah, I know she look goofy, don't she? She be going through her period. I went through my emo periods. See, I know all of this shit that the kids is going through. I went through my little emo. For me, it was Marsha. I used to love the way that bitch dressed. See, I could say some nice things about white people that I like, that I think is pretty. She was the quintessential white girl. And plus, she appeared to be nice. And once again, we're talking about a character. She appears to be nice. When you meet a white girl like that in your corporate sector, isn't she nice? Ask yourself, is she not nice? She's relaxed. Honey, she's relaxed. She's comfortable in her skin. She knows she pretty. Baby, there's always an extra pretty white girl at the job who's actually, what do they call it? Nepotism? She was nepotized. She was nepotized in. And everybody know that that's the CEO granddaughter. And she pretty as hell. She pretty as hell. Yup. And she always got blonde hair and blue eyes. She always got blonde hair and blue eyes. And she always this small and this big. But she look good in her clothes. Like she don't look like a crackhead. Like most of them look. You ever see the ones that look like crackheads? And they swear they be killing it in their clothes. And they just look like they motherfucking Frankfurt under the L chic. You don't get out of here. They look fatty chic. No. These are the type of white bitches that actually look good in their jeans. Listen, I'm okay, Monet. I thought you ain't like white girls. I like the ones that's cute. I do. I like the ones that got it all together. I like the ones that got a man. They go on dates. They have a life. They don't be caring about ugly bitches. Let me tell you something. These bitches talk to me. You think they don't? Because these bitches get money just like me. Man, I used to have conversations with this one white girl in the bathroom. And she would be telling me how, of course, all the white girls at the job hated her. I never paid attention to their dynamic. I always thought they liked each other. Nope. She could never get over the fact that her daddy got her in there. And she do a good job. She was really good. But she never got the recognition. And of course she got the hate because of that. that not only did her daddy get her in there, but she was actually good. And they didn't expect that. And her boyfriend, damn, baby, her boyfriend, that nigga was thorough as shit. Excuse me, that white boy was thorough as shit. He was thorough as shit. He would pick her up. It was, what year was it? It was 2000 and, it was 2000. Oh, and 8. That was the year the Obama won, 2008. Her boyfriend had 2008, like this. Damn. It looked like a phantom. But I know it wasn't a phantom. They didn't have phantoms out then, did they? She was just thorough as shit. And because she was, you know, granddaddy's granddaughter, she could do whatever the fuck she wanted to do. And if you got in cool with her, you could do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. And I sat next to her. Shit. So, it was like how it was for me after I left G-Town and went to Jersey and went to school. I had white girlfriends and they was cool as shit. And they was pretty, like, they wasn't the lame ass bitches you see around here that's telling people that black people was ugly. Now, if this bitch called me ugly, I'd be like, all right, bitch, you got that. You know what I mean? A Kim Kardashian without all the plastic. Imagine some shit like that. But she all natural. She born beautiful like that. That bitch called me ugly. I'm like, all right, bitch, you got that. But guess what I got that you got? She was like, what? Money! And she was like, damn, bitch, you know what? You on my team. Fuck you. Fuck you, you ugly bitch. I'm like, fuck you, you ugly ass mulattoes. Mulatto. Because I know you too. And the girl that always get beat up. I hope in my rant I didn't mention her name because I ain't doing this on her. It's like I might. You know, because I just saw her and everything. Yo, this shit wild, man. I just saw someone who I haven't seen in 30 years. Okay, no, I'm lying. Because I reconnected with her after that. And you know, she still didn't forgive me for not stepping in there and dragging wild ass, coked up, zany off of her. That girl was on that shit. It's crazy because years later, after I'm about to tell you about the girl always gonna be there. Years later, when I saw Zany after she had went to Boom, where they was trying to send me, but she was like, "Damn, I fucked up." She had a record. I don't know when they invented ankle monitors, but I could have swore I saw one on her ankle. She had already been to jail. Somehow she AWOL from Boone and got into some trouble and ended up in jail for a little bit. But she was still a minor, but damn! Zany, holla at me. I hope you alright, girl. I'm making this for people like you too. Because I know the reason why Zany did what she did. None of the guys liked her. She was too tall. And that wasn't the style. That wasn't in. It was the 80s. Y'all gotta understand it was the crack epidemic. It was the crack era. It was motherfucking Nas. Nas was in kind of like the 90s, right? 91, 97. I'm talking about the 80s. DMC. I used to love Run DMC. Because everybody called me DMC because my thick ass glasses. I can laugh about it now. Because hindsight is 2020. When I look back on it, I did not have a bad time. When I'm thinking of this girl that I'm telling y'all about that always get beat up, she got highly... Let me tell you something. Everybody knew that if you did some shit like that to me and I end up in the hospital in a fucking coma... and I come back from that bitch 2 weeks later, 2 months later, I bounce back, however long it takes, from whatever it is, and I see your ass again, it's on sight. Ain't no way in this world she can't, and she did, because she had to maintain her rep. By this time, though, of course, Zany was in jail without the bail. And then the harder rat came in, MC Shan and all of them. I used to love, what was the boys from G-Town? I tried to find it. My part of town, boy. Yo, that we used to rock that shit. I can't find the track nowhere on Star Maker. I'm so trying to fucking recreate that. But I need two other rappers on it to make it a trio. I'm gonna make it happen, watch. I'm gonna make it happen. You know I'm gonna make it happen because you know that's the type of person I am, and I know that's the type of person you are. We ain't scared to talk to people. Are we? We ain't scared to talk to people. It's motherfuckers that be fronting. You know what I mean? You notice they gotta get high to do their shit. They gotta get liquored up to do their business, like Macy Grace said in Training Day. Whereas all we gotta do is go up and talk to a motherfucker and pitch it. And we got it. Got him. See, that's what they be mad about. I ran into the girl that always get beat up just the other day. Later on in the 90s, we used to go to little American clubs. Because, see, I wasn't really in American clubs. Because to me, the American men ain't give up no money. And they didn't. Not to me. All they want to do is drink, fuck, and dance. Shit like that. Smoke. They don't, you know what I mean? The Jakes was where it was at. Real rap. They love black American women, so they think. You know, when they think they see one. But as far as they're concerned, I was black American enough. Shit. You dig? I'm rambling, but so what? Yeah, I mean, keep up. And for the 1% that watches, I know there's some people who watch that just want to poke and scared to leave a comment. I know you watching. I know you out there. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, like they said, if ain't nobody talking about you, you ain't doing something right. Gotta be something you're doing right. If they always, and they'll lie and say, I ain't talking about you, and then you hear from somebody. There's always somebody in their low vibrational molecule that breaks off from the cell group and comes and tells you. Because they don't have no friends, baby. They don't have no real friends. They don't have no people that they can vibrate with on a higher level. Unless it's talking about somebody negatively. And you say, well, Mo, why wait, you doing the same thing. See, no, you can't gaslight me. We're going to go through these techniques that narcissists use against you. You can't gaslight me. I don't care what you say. Okay? Because one thing I know about you is that technically inside you're really weak. And you wish that you could actually have the wherewithal to come out and be who you are and not be laughed at. See, like I told you, I'm used to that. And so it always, I'm going to tell you how my face is. Let me tell you how you need to get your face. Even if your face ain't set up like mine, you know. They said I should be sad, baby. I should be sad. Anyway. So here how you should be. I'm giving you game. 1% woman, introvert, who minds your business. For whoever pays you. Okay? Here you go. When they starting their shit, right? You just be like, You see that little chuckle? And go find some business. Go find something to do. Go to the bathroom. No, and before you go, make sure you look her up and down. All right, Bigums, I'm going to the bathroom. Hold it down for me, bitch. You're going to the bathroom and laugh. Because you know what you just saw, right? You saw her whole shambled life in front of you and her trying to deflect. Baby, I saw my op who still blamed me for getting her ass beat in 1980. Can you believe this shit happened in Can you believe this shit happened in 1986? I said, can you believe this shit happened in 1986? Can you believe this shit happened in 1986? And when I told the bitch, I wasn't the only one. Fuck you gonna blame me for? Oh, because you knew Zanny. And I was supposed to get her up off you? Nigga, what? Did I not tell you the only bitch that I didn't fight in school was Zany? For good reason. And it's not like she ever poked the bear and I ever had to find out either. We was cool. We vibed on the same low vibration back then. I'm a kid. I only know how to handle disputes with my hands, feet, and objects. I'm in after school detention every day. Every day. And ask anybody that was in that after school detention with me how I used to put on plays. I never forget it was a girl I used to be in middle school with. Her teeth was more fucked up than mine. He says, think Craig Mack. But she was a little mulattress. She was like they always look. Right? And she had long, thick hair. She had the whole salt and pepper look with the bangle earrings, the name belt, you know, the thigh-high leather boots, the bomber jacket, the whole 80s feel, the whole 80s vibe. Right? It was rumored that her boyfriend was. And we all like, damn, you 13 now. We gonna tell them stories too. Don't think I forgot about y'all. Ooh, Monet. Wow, way. Who you know, Monet? Who you know? Anyway. Child. She was the hot girl of the middle school. It was me, her, and all the badass little 1B D-boys. Yeah, they was getting it back then. In the fucking 5th and 6th grade. At Mount Airy, if you know, you know. You know I ain't lying. Hey, Mount Airy, stand up. Am I lying? Am I lying? Was I not there? Okay, let me do this. Oh, wait. These not thick enough, though. All right, let me do this. You remember me now? Exactly how I used to wear my hair in high school. Yeah. This is exactly how I used to wear my hair in high school. With my little Brady Bunch outfit. The crazy part is I was the eyeball. I was the craziest kid in the motherfucking year 86 through 90. I was just the one that would wear the pop star. I wasn't, even though I like Run DMC, I was into Madonna. You see what I'm saying? I was into those white pop Euro artists. I was into that shit. So I used to dress like them. That emo shit, all these kids are, oh my God. It was this store in the Galleria, which y'all now call the Fashion District. It's still there. Man, these stories, man. These stories are so not told. It's just excerpts. I'm just jumping around. But only reason why I had to come on and tell this story is because I was just talking about how God will make your enemies your footstool. And the next time you see them, because they had their mouth on you for years and years and years and years and years, karma is a bitch. Don't get mad at me. You think you don't deserve it because it's you and your little low vibrational molecule trash bag having dust bunny ass friends and shit tell you the greatest, and they all their lives is in the shambles too. We want to know what people who deal with you outside of your group think about you, and it ain't good. And it ain't good. So you can't blame nobody for your stolen dreams, baby. You should have been able to hold your hands in 1986. Maybe that's why your life fucked up now. You should have seen her. Like I said, I was hanging with her for a short time. Just going to the American clubs. It was boring because, I had, child. The Jamaican club scene, I had moved on to New York. Philly was dead. I had started partying in New York by myself this time. Crazy, right? I got these stories. You just don't know. I'm not a chick that needed to go to New York with a group of bitches. Hey, if you know, you know. And I would go to New York and party. Come back to Philly. And the only time I would really connect with her was when they wanted to go to, American spots. Because they couldn't really get with the Jamaican music and the African music. They ain't like it. So, I hung out with her a little bit, and I saw she got her style together, she got her hair together, because she started hanging with a group. We were all Aries. Can you imagine 7 or 8 Aries, all mixture of either male or female, but we all Aries. Can you imagine that? All born within the same week, so you know the dynamic was wild. So, if she started hanging with us, she realized a bunch of girls that knew how to put their shit on, knew how to put party outfits on, like put some shit together. Like, the outfits that y'all be wearing nowadays during the day at work. Yeah, we used to wear that at night and be killing the party scene, girl. Child. With the wigs and the shit. And then that's when I had gotten into the Foxy Brown era. So I was into wearing my hair like that. I never stopped. Hey, it is what it is. Wearing my hair up like this with the long, not as long as your bitches rescue should be wearing it today, flowing in the wind past your ankles, but here, out here. And it was a reddish brown, right? And I leave my perimeter, everybody thought it was my hair. I was a size 8. I ain't never had no problems, baby. People want you to believe that because of small or large setbacks in your life, they really thought you would never bounce back. You know what I'm saying? They really thought you would never bounce back. And when you did, and you came out looking better, this is a chick that, when she started hanging out with us in the club, she realized she wasn't the pretty bitch in the group no more. Because by the time she had a baby and she had a bad C-section, she claimed that she searched this doctor. Because she got pregnant in high school. High school. She claimed that she searched this doctor, right? And he's an Asian and they good with their hands, and I agree. You normally are, but he botched her stomach. And because our skin keloids, her C-section was lumpy. It was bad. So she was self-conscious. This was the bodycon era when, fitted clothes was, fitted clothes was what everybody was wearing. And just like I said, in the 80s, you only hang with girls that wear your same shoe size and clothing size. So she really couldn't hang with us that much because she didn't fit into the cultural standard of being slim. Okay, boom. By this time, I had ran through 1 million jobs out the county, ran 12 cars into the ground, baby. I had so many cars you could not believe. Crashed and burned every single last one of them. Ran them till the engine dropped out. And we'll get another one. That's why having a car today don't mean shit to me. When Uber came, oh baby, I love it. I love being driven around good. Shit, I get in an accident, it's on you. Put your seatbelt on when you get in them motherfuckers though. Anyway, she fucking could not handle not being the center of attention. So what she started doing, as I noticed, she started going in the bathroom, staying in a long time. I'll never forget this shit on Erie Avenue. Whatever it used to be a strip club, what is it now? Right there where everybody get off to get the train. It used to be something. There's a strip club. I don't know. Anyway, it used to be a club. Back in the 90s, she would go on the bar. This bitch passed out in the fucking soil because she popping pills and shit. She can't deal with the pressure, so she stopped going out. So I'm like, damn, I'll just have because I'm still trying to be her friend. You see what I'm saying? Still trying to make up for some perceived slight that I didn't even do to her. I didn't even do shit to the bitch. It ain't my fault you got beat up. But all these many years later, you still trying to make me pay for you getting beat up. That's not fair. But in my mind, I'm still young now. I'm early 30s. What am I, 31, 32? I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm going to make it up to her. I'm going to have house parties so she feel better. You know, this bitch came over to my house and spilled fucking grape Kool-Aid on my couch on purpose. She had it in her bag. And she loosened it. See, I had been watching her for years, ever since we started hanging out again. And I realized she still had animosity against me. And she came to my house. A little get together, get high party, whatever. Play music, whatever. Play spades, whatever. Just whatever we was doing. We was chilling. And she came to my house under the guise of my apartment, under the guise of being friendly. Oh, girl, I love you. I'm so glad we reconnected. And this is better for me anyway. I don't like the club scene. Okay, fine, bitch. You still trying to be a friend, right? She had a duffel bag. And I noticed when I was at her house, before we came to mine, she had put a soda in there. And she was drinking it on the way, right? I noticed her put the top on it, but I also noticed that she didn't close it real tight. So when we came in my apartment, I didn't have a little center table, she put it in her bag. And she put her bag right in between my cushions. And when I asked her for something in her bag, and she go lift her bag up, and it was all wet. And she was like, I ain't do that. But and I swear for God, if you look inside of a demonic person's eye, you see where that dot is right there? That's my my torch. But look at the center of their eye. You could tell she was laughing inside. She was like, all right, let me show you how she did it. So y'all could see the sign. She was like this. See this little smirk? I didn't do that. It was like that. That must have been here when, I ain't do. Girl, you tripping. You always tripping. Guess how I cracked her face? I said, oh, that's okay. I ordered extra stain-resistant fabric. I had just got the couch set the day before. She seen her face. She was like, got him. Got him. I never really fucked with her again after that, and she knew why. She knew why. So we started going out without her because she felt stupid. She felt stupid for trying to ruin my brand new furniture in my apartment. Know why? Because she was living with her mama and she still do. Do you hear me? She raised 2 grown kids. She's a grandmother to about 3 or 4 and she still live in her mama house. I ran into her boyfriend. Ooh, girl. That is a story in itself. At the beginning of the year, I ran into her boyfriend, and I knew, my intuition told me that if I ran into him, I was going to run into her soon. He put me on the phone with her. She going to try to tell me, oh, you ran into my husband. Just really forcing, like, bitch, I don't want your trash ass nigga. Are you kidding me? I gave her my number and I blocked her instantly. Like I said, I ran into her again. I blocked her again. Bitch trying to act like you now. Now she see you, damn, you ain't fucked up like me. She look like she's a crackhead. But she a crackhead that eat. I know y'all crackheads that eat. Because it shows up under your eyes. I don't have no concealer on right now. No foundation. All I got on is lashes and a little bit of lipstick. But all up under their eyes would be dark. And she used to have bright, peachy skin. Clear, bright, peachy skin. All the way up until her 40s. And her hair. The last time I saw her was in 2007. And she was on her porch doing her hair. And her hair, you know how you half have your hair up and you start in the back? And she had 2 done. And I left her, jumped in my car, and went to go look for the ice cream truck because I was looking for the salty truck. And I never seen her again until I went all around Mulberry Bush. So what? This is my window. I can't stand the rain. That shit funny, man. When she saw me, I don't know what the fuck lies she been telling about me all these years, baby. That's why they say you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Now I see why, but no, I don't. I'm trying to agree a little bit with bitches like you, but I can't. For some reason, I won't. Wearing heavy packed on makeup every day is not the way, but now I see why women actually put in a lot of work into their appearance every day, because you never know who you're going to run into. And here my thing is, like I was saying in my last video, if you're going to be talking about somebody when you run into them, bitch, you better be in a fucking Maybach. Not telling me some pipe dreams with the same hairstyle I left you on your fucking porch wearing in 2007. When are you going to finish the back of your hair, bitch? Matter of fact, when are you going to finish your whole head? It's been damn near 25 years. You think I'll ever talk to her again? No. No. Bitch, because you still holding a grudge against me from 1986. And I clocked you now, ho. You better clock these hoes that be all up in your atmosphere. Always wanting to be everywhere you at. Why do you always want to be everywhere you at? You got to ask yourself that. I thought they had friends. I thought they was important. I thought everybody liked them. So why they always gotta be everywhere you at? And what's the key if they find out something? Would that make them dirtballs still? Trash bag niggas that sign their name with an X? With 52 RICO cases inside? 22 old PS2s? And 5 martyr... What they call? Martyr charges. 3 of which he beat. You always gotta say that. They don't never let you forget that they beat 3 of these motherfucking cases, nigga. Hood 101. I'm telling you. Man. And if you do talk to them again, make sure it's something you can get out of them. Don't give them nothing. Don't let them bitches come to your house. And this is for a man too. Don't let that nigga in your house. Honey, the moment they come in your house and see that you got something, baby, let me tell you, all it takes is you to, all it takes is for you to have, and I'm not saying don't have work friends. And people always talk about people abode and how they got it furnished and this, that, and the third. That's human nature. I get it. But don't let no goofball bitch in your house. That bitch will be stealing shit. Ask me how I know. She'll be all up in the bathroom extra long and shit like she had been behind a bitch. This ain't the motherfucking Golden Corral. What is you doing in my bathroom for like 20 minutes? You don't be taking no shit in my toilet, bitch. As far as I'm concerned, you just looking through my closets and shit. Goofball bitch. And I got a story about that too. When a bitch fell hard for what she did to me when she came to my motherfucking house. I'm telling y'all better call on your karmic guides. You don't believe in God, whatever. That's on you. But these haters, I'm telling you, these ops, these people who come against you because they don't have a life. They say they got lives. They ain't got nothing to do. I swear for a God, if they stalking you and they always up on your damn social media under incognito. See, you think I don't know about that? You think I don't know how some of y'all come in these social media sites incognito? Or under a picture of a tumbling, rolling weed and shit? A profile of a mountain sky? Am I getting close? Stop playing games. Step on your ops. Don't ever, I swear for God. Okay, I'm going to keep it real now. The rest was jokes. Just me ranting. You know how I do. Fuck it. If you was here this long, you bored like me. Just step on your ops. Tell them to drop kick rocks. For real, like, get the fuck out of here. Don't ever go back. Especially not to some bitch from 1986. Fuck out of here.